8 out of 10 of Aoi Tori. Oh boy. A few days later, and it's the weekend. Whoa. Huh? I make my way through the darkness towards the illuminated residence. Every bit I take freezing my throat. Snowstorms against my face as I push against the wind. Every step a struggle. Are we practicing or already performing? A bare few feet feels like a mile. So cold. My teeth clatter as I hold a hand up to guard against the headwind. I can barely feel it. I'm freezing to death here. Never have I experienced such low temperatures. Especially not at midday. What should have been a clear winter's day. I take out my phone and grabble towards it. Hey, director, think you could tone it down a bit? This is so rehearsal.
何をおっしゃいます。もう本番も間近です。稽古だと油断をせず、本番と同じ意気込みでやるべきでしょ。
The devil replies, having projected the night sky above and brought the blizzard to life. More like the end of the world. Honestly. Okay, fine. Alright, on that point at least. Even so, it's hard to think straight with how cold it is. Hey, devil.
はい。
Tonight's sky is just an illusion, right?
そうでやんす。
Does the same go for the snow? It sticks to my hands and face, refusing to melt as it gnaws away at my body temperature.
雪だけはご主人様を超ピンポイントに狙ってはるばる南極から取り寄せた永久ブリザードでございます。
Dare I ask what an A-class blizzard entails?
風速25メートル毎秒の世界最高レベルの地吹雪でございます。
The fuck is that? Are you trying to kill me?
だってご主人様の役は扉の前で行き倒れるんでしょ。ここはリアリティを追求するべきかと。
So are you trying to kill me?
はい、そのつもりです。
You are trying, not are you? How stupid are you? I scream, but the sound is whipped away by the wind. Ah, I've had enough of this. I vigorously swing my hand. The snow and clouds disappear. It's as I've repainted the world in a single stroke. Ah, gentle rays of winter sun are just what I need.
僕の苦労の傑作が。
They're not having blizzards, and they're not turning day into night. How am I meant to explain that to the audience?
なんだか流行ってるようですし、VR とでも言っておけばいいのでは？
And just what do you think I'll manage to pull? I scream. And then I realize something. Wait, how were you able to bring a blizzard here? What about the barrier? Illusions are, and voyeurism isn't grave, but they're mostly harmless. Blizzards, however, can cause real harm.
壊れかけております。
Come again?
結界でしたら、もう壊れかけておりますよ。
It says nonchalantly, yoink. Why?
そりゃまあ、ご主人様の力が内部で膨張しておりますし、神のごとき力で破れぬ結界などありゃしませんよ。今の常の状態は、僕よりちょっとしたくらいの力ですが、感情が高ぶったり、少しバランスを崩せば、ご覧のありさま。
I turned to stare southward in silence. The barrier, the one that's protecting me, an impervious border, is breaking down?
そもそもこの結界はご主人様を守るのではなく閉じ込めるための鳥かご。
How did it come to be? Oh, put a, well, seal in here then. I wonder.
解き放たれた鳥は青い鳥か赤い鳥か。
Aoi Tori. Sounds cool.
こちらの劇も終わりが近いわけです。
When that happens, which side will I end up on? Will I manage to stay human? Or will the demonic savior consume me? Too late to worry about that. I brush my bangs aside and steel myself. This isn't a surprise to me. It was all explained to me at the start. If I behave myself, I do hold for a few more years. But if something were to happen, I might not even make it to Christmas. Meow. 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 I would like to go outside, though. If the barrier is breaking down, then that might be a possibility sooner rather than later. Whatever happens, I'll hold on to my love for Akari if it's the last thing I'll do. I believe that as long as I'll have love, I'll be able to hold on to myself. Let's say as a prayer, then knock at the front door and lie on the ground. Now there's more washing to do.
こんな時まで庶民的な。行き倒れは黙っていなさい。
I decide to do as the devil says. Shutting my eyes and putting a pained expression on my face. Footsteps sound from behind the door, which soon opens.
どちら様で。
I hear Akari above me, but still don't open my eyes. I'm meant to have passed out after all. Akari calls out for the others. Mary, her elder stepsister, and Risa, her stepmother, and they carry me inside. Mikaka should be around somewhere, our very first spectator.
頭を打っているようね。いいえ、これは殴られた後？
Risa says while examining me.
すぐに看病をして差し上げないと。
Yoink. Akari follows with a resolute but panicked voice.
待ちなさい。
Yoink.
ねえ、お父様が留守をしている今、男をこの家に入れるの？そうね。こんなすさんだ世の中だもの。仲間割れした野党とか、戦場から逃げてきた兵士なのかもしれない。
It's cool hearing them speak in a completely different way to usual.
森に捨ててきましょう。この寒さなら一晩もあれば。でもお母様、お姉様、口答えするの？あかり。
Yoink.
でもあなたが責任を取れるのかしら。せめて一晩だけ意識を取り戻したらすぐに出て行ってもらいますから。勝手にしなさい。ああ、嫌だ嫌だ。服が汚れてしまったわ。
Risa and Mary leave.
確かに汚れていますけど、よく見れば上等な生地の服。
Akari kneels before me and mutters.
あなたは誰？
I wait 5 seconds. Then I open my eyes, stand up, and dust down my clothes. This marks the end of the opening scene. After a short intermission, the play picks back up the following day.
どうでしたか、ミカコ先輩。
Akari asks Mikako, who's watching from a little ways away.
ああ、どうかな。いいのかな。
Mikako cocks her head. I'm not sure she really Got it.
今のどう定量化して私は良かったか悪かったかって言えばいいんだろう。
Just don't think about it too hard, Mikaka. She doesn't mean anything bad by it. She just generally doesn't understand. It's precisely the reason she hasn't been helping out with the play.
とりあえず何かが悪いとは思わなかったし、お姉ちゃんが楽しそうなのはいいことだよね。そうね。あの先生が一番うまいわ。
I thought Mary was actually pretty good herself, honestly. Saya, who has no scenes near the start of the play and was therefore also in the audience, speaks up. What did you think, Saya?
笑いをこらえるのに必死だったわ。つまりいいんじゃない？
Huh.
そうですか。
Akari can only force a smile.
戦争とか野党とか中世っぽい話なんだね。あ、それでメイドさんでりっくんの正体は王子様なんだ。
You're right, but you really didn't need to predict the whole plot.
ベッタベタでこんなの先読みも何もないけど。
Anyway, on to the next scene. We all moved to my bedroom. I'm lying down in bed with Akari beside me, trying to nurse me back to health. Take this seriously, Saya. I tried my sister, keeping my eyes closed.
真面目だから面白いのよ、これ。ほうほう。
Ugh, whatever.
じゃあ、始めますね。
Akari wipes my face with a wrung-out towel, then rests it on my forehead.
ごめんなさい。お母様とお姉様のお食事と洗濯をしていて遅くなってしまいました。起きていない人にこんな弁解をしても仕方ないんですけど。
I've grown like I'm waking up now. Where?
私の家、王国の外れにあるお屋敷です。
What kingdom? And more importantly, who am I? I sit up in bed, raising a hand to my face as I shake my head.
この家の前に倒れていらっしゃいましたが、もしかしてご自分が誰かわからないのですか？
It seems so.
それでは帰る家も？
Unfortunately not.
私と同じ。
You know not where you came from? I look at the girl, feeling a sense of affinity.
そう。いえ、ここが私の家です。でも、お母様が流行り病で亡くなり、お父様が再婚なされてからは、この家は義理の母と姉のものに。
You poor thing. Now do you have your work as a maid? I place my hand on her cheek. She immediately snaps upright and blushes.
何を？
Oh, my apologies. I would ask for the name of the one who has saved me first.
海の明かりと申します。
Akari? A splendid name.
すみません。私、あなたが目覚めたことをお母様たちにお知らせしてきます。
Akari hardly backs away before rushing out of the room, hand pressed against her mouth. I watch her leave.
で、ミカコ、ここでこのままここにいるか、明かりを追うかを自由に選んでいいのよ。
Saya asks our sole audience member over in a corner of the room.
そうなんだ。向こうに行く？
基本的に私はお姉ちゃんを見ていようと思うけど、さよちゃんの演技を一度くらい見てみておきたいかな。
じゃあこっちのままね。
Akari's next scene involves her informing to others that I've woken up. She surmises from my speech patterns that I'm a noble, and suggests we should keep looking after me. Meanwhile, we'll be continuing in here. I stare at the hand I just had on Akari's cheek. She's so compassionate, poor thing. Then clench my fist. Perhaps I should take a walk around. Perhaps something will start my memories. With that, I make to leave the room. However, hey, Saya, get ready.
私の出番ね。
よーし、行こう行こう。
The three of us leave the room. Yoink. I enter the corridor, look around, then make my way to the chapel. They have a chapel here? I mutter, looking up at the cross. It's self-evident, but the script dictates I do so. Next, I kneel before the altar and start to pray. If so soon know how to show reverence to the Lord. I stand up, but move no further. Then,
様。
Sao speaks. Who goes there? I turn to face her. Sao smiles gently in a way she most certainly does not normally.
様。私は定めの日まで毎日あなたの無事をここで祈っております。
Do you know my name? Why would you say it? I urge, but Saya turns and smiles in a different direction, as if she can't hear me.
ええ、おかしな話ですね。戦争をしている者同士が互いの身を案じ、同じ国の人間に警戒しなければならないなんて。
Can't you hear me? I detect the hand that I've been holding towards her. Ah, an illusion. A fragment of my shattered memories.
物分かりがいいな。
仕方ないでしょ、これ劇なんだから。
Saya snaps back at Mikaka. Saya?
はいはい。
She flashes me a smile before turning away and continuing to talk.
ええ、またお会いできる日を楽しみにしております。
Then she vanishes. Quite literally.
あれ、さよちゃん？
Mikaka spins around confused. No, not who you are, nor the swear you speak of. But it would seem your prayers are for my safety when unanswered. The devil's done something. But I have to continue to play. Saya was, according to the script, meant to walk out by herself. This is a far more fitting way for an illusion to disappear, but it's really pushing it. In any case, the scene ends here. So that was like a bit of theater magic to make her disappear. I'm not meant to say anything to the audience before moving to the next scene, but I think I'm allowed to make an exception here.
へえ、そうなんだ。この礼拝堂、何か床に仕掛けでもあるの？
Yeah, something like that.
面白いね。
Mikaka completely bought it. That was a poor excuse, but people aren't likely to question something that seems plausible.
で、さよちゃんは敵国のお姫様？
Yep.
戦争をしてる国同士で政略結婚。ああ、停戦ね。それで戦争継続派がいて、身内争いをしててりっくんが襲われたと。
You got it, one. I do take my hat off her if I'm wearing one. Oh, there it is. I knew that Sarah followed a predictable pattern, but I hadn't expected anyone to figure it out quite yet. I'm sure glad we're not putting on a mischief play with you in the audience.
タイムアタックできるね。
You wouldn't know which scenes have the clues you need, though.
ああ、そうか。いくつもの場面が並行で進む劇だとそうなるんだね。
Mikoがturns towards the main residence.
次のシーンはお姉ちゃんはどこ？
Oh, you should be in the lounge plotting with Mary for the third scene.
私そっちへ行くね。
Alright, cool. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. I imagine she'll be following Lisa around for the rest of the play, so I have to thank her while I have the chance.
気にしないで。劇を見ているのも面白いって感じ分かってきたし。
Hey. Miko smiles and waves at me.
りっくんも頑張ってね。
I will. After that, we continue to shuffle around the residence as we go through scene after scene. Akari and I meet up in the greenhouse every evening, our budding ramens throwing shoe and pencil lines directed into script. Yoink. Lisa and Mary are screaming together, having realized I'm a prince. They've sent a missive, okay, and that means a letter, especially long, or an official one. Ah, okay. A missive to the castle, and are going to try and have Mary marry me. As my memories slowly come back to me, I start having more visions of Saya. Additionally, Yuki, Akari's friend, is currently in the kitchen making stew. Hey! She'll be showing up later as the assassin sent to kill me, but those in favor of the war. Though I'm not sure she looks the part. Be careful about that. Looks can be deceiving. I pondered to myself while I moved to the location of the final scene. At least our unassuming appearance stands out. At last. I meet Akari in the greenhouse, the devil having conjured the night sky above. We're back at the very first scene we rehearsed together. This is the climax of the play, where I remember that I am a prince and I'm a poor Mikari.
Oji-sama.
She looks astonished. Yes, I am a prince of this nation. I admit through an expression of anguish. It wasn't until directly after Akari and I realized our love for each other that I remembered I was betrothed to the princess of a neighboring kingdom. Not only is there a huge difference in our social standings, but if I don't return to the castle and go through with the arranged marriage, the war won't come to an end.
いけません。そんな目で私のことを見つめないでください。
What, is he using a prince beam? Sadness overcomes her as I stare directly into her eyes. I could never stop looking at you, Prince Beam. I form a serious expression as I place my hand under Akari's jaw and lean in close. Afflicted, she looks away. No one's in the audience, but we're taking this seriously. But now, I feel as if I'm actually the prince himself.
おやめください。王子様ともあろう方がそのように顔を近づけるなど。
Akari mutters timidly. The first time we did this, we broke out in laughter, but no more.
あなたの涙で濡れた瞳が鏡となって私の顔が映ってしまうのです。メイドの私が思ってはいけない叶わぬ願いを秘めた顔が。
She feels cornered by her social status. As do I. My eyes are a mirror, and your desires are the same as mine.
お許しください、王子様。
Though her words reject me, her eyes turn towards me. Set against Steel's cheeks flushed red. We wait 10 seconds in silence to build anticipation in the audience. Again, just as mandated by the script. And then... cherry blossoms dance around us as I plant my lips against hers. Akari looks up at me, holding back the tears as scarlet covers her cheeks. Why? So starts the new ending that we as a group came up with together? Because I love you? What more reason could one need?
でも戦争が私の父も参加しているのです。人が死にます。
My expression doesn't change, not even at the sorrow in her words. If I am to blame for the destruction of this nation and the death of your father, so be it. My resolve shakes her. This entire world could be on the precipice of ruin, and I would not stop loving you. I care not what the people or gods think of me, as long as I have your love in return. At this point, I take a knife from my breast pocket. It's a kitchen knife that, for the purposes of the play, is being used as a dagger. I place it in Akari's hand.
これは
If you will not love me in return, I wish for you to kill me where I stand. I made my peace. By all rights, I should have been dead before I knocked on your door. Akari hesitates. Here comes the choice. There's no way the girl here could choose to kill me, regardless of what the prince thinks. Which leaves plunging the knife into her own chest the only option. Through self-sacrifice, should you keep the prince bound to his duty and bring about an end to the war? There's no path to a happy ending from here. Our audience will primarily be students who've learned about the theater in lessons. As a group, we thought this was the best way to surprise and entertain this demographic. Just in cue. The door to the greenhouse blasts open.
ふははははは。シチュー美味しくできました。これが終わったらみんなで食べましょう。
Yuki the assassin comes barging in.
一番楽しそうだな、ユキちゃん。
エンジョイ勢でございますな。
Mana grumbles come from one mouth and one phone speaker. I sure hope that adlib about the stew remains a dress rehearsal exclusive.
話は聞かせてもらいましたよ。いやいや、良いところですみませんね。
You must be the rogue who attacked me. As comical as it feels, I've been surprised at Yuki's appearance.
そう、役目を果たし損ねた無様な資格です。ようやく見つけました、王子様。資格？待って、戦争を続けたいなら王子を襲う必要はもうないでしょ。
Akari steps before Yuki to protect me.
そうですね。お二人が結ばれてどこかへ消えてくれれば政略結婚の話はお流れになる。じゃあ
The assassin shakes her finger, interrupting Akari's delight.
しかしね、私が受けた仕事は王子の暗殺。申し訳ありませんが、王子の死の証を立てなければ私の命がないのです。
This is too cute. Regardless, I act a part and take a determined step forward.
王子様！
Stay back, Akari. I face Yuki. Your job is to kill me. There's no need for you to harm Akari.
ええ、そうですね。無駄な抵抗をせずにいてくれるなら、その女の無事は保証いたしましょう。
I see. I form a cynical smile. It would seem the heavens, the gods, disapprove of me.
王子
I push Akari back as she tries to cling to me. Then I smile. My apologies, Akari. These days I spent here felt like the warmest of springs.
おさらばです王子せめて魂の安らぎは祈りましょう
Yuki steps forward and thrusts a knife towards me. But slowly. All three of us move slowly, in fact, to give the impression of slow motion. I shut my eyes, accepting my divine retribution, until Akari pushes me aside. The knife follows its trajectory towards her. Yuki and I look on in shock. And then, in a cruel twist of fate, Yuki and Akari collide. The knife ending up in Akari's chest. Silence. This is the climax. The ending. However, wow, those red draconic eyes again. Yuki looks puzzled. As am I. Akari was supposed to collapse to the ground here. I'm then supposed to rush over to her and hold her in my arms where we exchange our final words. Only she hasn't moved. She's just standing there. Expressionlessly. What the hell is going on?
ユキちゃん死んでお願い
She matters through serious, somewhat dim eyes.
私やっぱりこんな最後は認められないこの劇の主役が私なら
What? Upon closer inspection, Akari's grabbed hold of the arm Yuki's holding the knife in. Not only that, but she twisted it around so the knife is pressed against Yuki's chest.
これその
Yuki's bewildered. She looks at me. I'm just as confused. I have no idea what's going on. I want to ask, but Akari and I have repeatedly promised each other that no matter what happens, the play must go on. I heard a whispering laugh of the devil in my pocket. That is no longer a play, my guy.
座って
Yuki flops to the ground upon Akari's order. She's short enough that in doing so she completely disappears from sight. Akari turns around to stare at me. Her expression is ice cold. There is no heat in her gaze. I can't imagine her clothes painted red from the blood spurt.
王子あなたが罪を背負うというならそれを私も一緒に背負いましょうあなたを愛することを神が許さないなら私は悪魔に魂を売りましょう
You are dead down. I'm overwhelmed. Not just as an act, but literally, physically overwhelmed. This is bad. The Academy would not be happy to hear her say that, not even as an act. Even I can't agree with what she said. And I'm not the most ardent believer in the first place, despite being a priest. My character also denied God, but I was to lose the love of my life in retribution, so it worked. However, Akari has nothing to lose. She's snapping out slowly, hopefully. Remain silent, staring at each other. If this is all ad-lib, how am I meant to respond? Do I agree with her? Do I kill her? Kill her? Me? Kill Akari? I feel faint. The blood is rushing to my head, or perhaps draining from it. This is bad. My emotions are out of whack. I can feel something squirming inside of me. The aura of death has caused me to finally smell again. The sweet scent of flesh. The scent of Akari as she stands before me. The scent of the small pet-like girl squatting on the floor. No, no, no. I tried to calm myself, but it's no use. Akari won't have missed that. You must choose. I need to bring this to an end. My stomach roars. I hunger. This is bad. In the midst of the tempest, a door leading to the residence swings open.
あれ
The first to enter is Mary, who's taken aback by the scene she didn't write. Now, but by now the other scenes will have ended, so they've come to watch the finale.
何これどうなってるの
Saya and Risa follow, equally as confused. Something probably according to what the devil wanted. Even Mikako, who hasn't read the script, is puzzled, but I imagine she'll figure it out quickly. Finally, Akari looks away from me, and that's all it takes for me to feel better. She starts walking forward. Dumbfounded, I just watch. Should I have grabbed her arm? She comes to a stop before Mary and Saya.
あかりちゃん、何を。
Mary's all smiles as usual when Akari hands darts towards her throat and slits with a knife! What?! Akari proceeds to do the same thing to Saya and Risa!
何これ、どうなってるの
None of them understand what the gesture implied. I do, however. Crimson blood will spurt from their throats in the play proper. And the play, right? For real? Akari then walks over to Mikako, who stands there expressionless. She knows what's coming, and there's no reason for her to protest. Akari performs the same throat-slitting gesture on her audience. Hopefully it's only the gesture. They're about to give me a heart attack over here. Then she turns to stare at me again. I look back at her. I'm not confused by now. I don't know what she was thinking when she decided to do this, but I understand. She's asking me if I'm still able to love her.
もうこの場には誰もいない。
Devil.
あなたと海の明かり以外、世界には誰も残っていない。そうなるまで、あの女は止まらない。
The devil sings.
あなたはもう誰も見捨てないと、そう約束をした。死んだ女に誓った。しかし、あの女を救うことができるというのですか？
The devil falls silent without waiting for an answer? What's it playing at? What's it's done? The state of the play is the devil's handiwork. There is no light in Akari's eyes. Yet she stands there as calm as anything. Just as she mutters that, she staggers to the side. then collapses on the ground with all eyes on her. The knife clatters beside her,